So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
That's the keeper's ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, a great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Rui Costa.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And that's going wide left. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Not a hint of offside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Kimmich is always looking to break lines.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Van Basten. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Van Basten is the guilty party there, and he is going into that little black book. Zanetti. That's been cut out, well played. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pass somewhat off target. Royce gets a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Modric. Spence. Skriniar. And he's quick to return it. That has been slung wide. A corner it is then. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Adams gets it away. Van Basten. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar gets into a good position. Neymar! It's Neymar! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Munich really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Now the ball in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Diaz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kimmich. Modric. To James Rodriguez. Modric. The arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way. Takes a shot! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Après 38 minutes de jeu par le numéro 21.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Irwin simply refused to be outdone there. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Neymar. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Darwin. Foot in. Neymar with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Hammett. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And he cuts out the supply. Kimmich. Nunez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Nunez is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kaka. Modric. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's Hammers!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Defending was strong and firm. Van Basten. No, it's come to nothing.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
White is always looking to play quality balls. Kimmich. Now it's Van Basten.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Munich clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Rui Costa looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Kaká, here's Nunez! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
But pour l'équipe du Paris
What a
Saint-Germain.
header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Skriniar. And it's Kimmich. Spence. He has found the way through.
There they go, hunting again.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar going like a man possessed at the moment.
And it's hoisted clear.
Royce. Spence. Royce going forward. And it's Royce. Spence. Can he get it through? Kaká. Kaká going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Royce. Has a look and plays it forward. Now he's got space here. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Royce. Royce will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now this could be a chance.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Schlotterbeck deals with that comfortably. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And a header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
So we have movement on both benches. Just 5 minutes remaining now. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Modric comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's shifting through the gears here. That's really well cleared. And he's there to retrieve it. Modric can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's White. Modric. 2 minutes to be added on. Yamal. He's found a way past. Great vision. He is through here. Azar! So close, but that is as good as it gets. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Como have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Off it goes for the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he latch on to this? And he's managed to get Yamal!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Forlan. Messi.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Kimmich. And it's Neymar. Short changes him with that pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Diaz just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Rijkaard is there and he can pick it up. Neymar, and this is Forlan. Looking for a runner. Looking for options for movement. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That has been slung wide. Diaz. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Can he get onto this? Rijkaard gets it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Batistuta, Yamal, and the shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It'll be a throw-in. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. It's going to be another throw. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's been cut out, well played. He has found the way through. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. It's a good-looking... Oh, good climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Irwin goes short. And he's whipped it across. Como have the chance to go the other way.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's made its way to him. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. De Ligt gets a foot in here. Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Time and again. Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Surely now! Nearly, but not quite. Can he get on the end of it? Decent chance! Olise. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here! Real chance! And it's Kimmich. And he whips it in. Neuer claims it safer. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
So it has been pretty frantic here, everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So we're underway for the second half.
Munich can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Kimmich. Como have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Munich really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, good ball! He's had a shot! It's a goal! And that was his 20th goal for this team. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to...
And it's been given away. He's found a way through. Oh, just a keeper now. Opts to play it back. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Diaz. Henderson does really well to win the ball there. Olise. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Henderson.
Munich are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of
It's Neymar! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Neymar had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, whistle's gone, now then! No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
No second thought, a straight red card.
So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He'll fancy himself from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Messi! Oh, it's come loose.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Olise, and it's been played through. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Diaz! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't...
Takes a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Diaz. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the finish! It's a goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That was a given. It always was.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And Batistuta! And no mistake. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Olise going face-to-face with his great rival.
Como are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Chance! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Olise. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Batistuta. Name and a chance! He's got a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is PELAN. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! And that's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Kimmich makes a move down the right. And it's Gerrard. Can he get it through? Now it's Neymar. And he's having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Can he finish? And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And now he has two. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nice control.
There they go, hunting again.
No foul, says the referee. Now it's Gerrard. Well, that has not gone well. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And this is Neymar. That could spell trouble. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! And a neat finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Jordan Henderson. Kimmich. Great vision. And this is PELAN. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Batistuta, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.